it's Sandra from asexualized.com in association with World of Quirky and Quirky Academy. So what is emotional attraction? Now, emotional attraction is not just a result of being asexual. In fact, sexual people can experience it too, as they can experience romantic attraction, aesthetic attraction, and quite a lot of the same attractions that we do. So what is emotional attraction? Now, emotional attraction is when you're attracted to someone because of a strong emotional connection with them. And if you come across the word demi-romantic, you will probably know that a demi-romantic has to have a strong emotional bond before they can be attracted to the person and want a relationship with them. Otherwise, in essence, they're just like a mate. And it can take 2 years or more sometimes to feel that. I've known someone who's taken 3 years to feel that way about someone else. And otherwise, they just think of everyone as friends. So it can get a bit confusing the time that, you know, if you discover you're demi-romantic and you're like, wow, I wasn't expecting this. This is like a one-off. That I'm really emotionally attracted to this person. You know, I really want to be with them. And some aces might even feel like they could have sex for their partner because they love that person so much, because they've connected so intimately with them on an emotional level. So if that shocks you a bit, don't worry. It is a normal thing that occasionally some people who are aces do go through. A demisexual, they have to form a strong emotional bond before they'll have sex with that person. They are still sexual in essence, but they fall under the asexual spectrum because they don't fit in to the sexual spectrum as it's widely known, which is a shame. You know, stereotypes are so bad. Everyone's different, you know, but this is the way society is as we know it. So demisexuals do fall under our little umbrella. Or rather our big umbrella, and also the grey A's, who may experience sexual attraction upon occasion, or they may feel sexual urges but not enough to act upon them, or they may, in my case, being a grey A, I don't ever want sex with someone, but I love passionate kissing, and to me passionate kissing is like making love with the tongue. So I feel that puts me in a grey A category. So I call myself a grey A, which some aces disagree with me calling myself a grey A, but hey, it's my life, so I'm calling myself a grey A in that respect. And I make it clear in my profile that I love kissing, but not sex. So yeah, if you think about the word sexting, so people that are sexual will often text sex stuff, dirty stuff, you know, sometimes, you know, real nitty gritty sex stuff, and sometimes it's dirty stuff. I don't really get involved in that type of thing. But yeah, when I was having a sexual relationship in the past, I did kind of get involved with my boyfriend, sort of texting a bit about sexual stuff. I will admit it to you. Yeah, so I kind of get the sexting thing, but because I'm a hyper romantic, I can form emotional connections with people very, very quickly, with romantic guys or aromantic guys, sadly, because they're aromantic, they're not interested like that. But yeah, so it can be quite difficult because, you know, if you are prone to experience emotional attraction a lot and very quickly, as I've said about demi-romantic and demisexual person, they take a long time to form a bond. With me, because I'm a hyper romantic, and maybe that's the same for you if you're a romantic, you can fall for the person. The more you talk to them, the more you connect with them. And whereas sexuals do this sexting, they text sexual stuff, we can fall in love through texts and through messaging, because it's the emotional connection of the content in that text message. It pulls on our hearts. A lot of sales messages pull at the emotional heartstrings. A lot of psychology is used, and a lot of the emotional psychology is used. And, you know, someone can seduce you through texting. I've had someone who claimed they were asexual, although they weren't actually in any asexual groups, and as such, they weren't specifically asexual in the end. They kind of wanted to lead an asexual life, as it were, and weren't bothered about sex. So that's debatable. But, you know, they basically text messaged me for like 7 hours non-stop. And this is when I was just getting to know the person, and yeah, I felt really like I was falling in love with them. I mean, I know I'll get thumbs down for this video. Yeah, every time I talk about being a hyper romantic, I always get a thumbs down. But thanks for putting me up the algorithm for YouTube. So if you give me a thumbs down, it still sticks me higher up in the search engine rankings, which means more asexuals will find me and more will subscribe. So even for the thumbs down, thank you. But I love getting thumbs up too, so please give this video a thumbs up if you're liking it. I hope that explains everything to you. You can fall in love through text, and that's why a lot of people fall in love online, because a lot of it's messaging, texting, writing emails, you know, conversing like that. And obviously we can fall in love through Skype because it's the emotional connection. And when you're not there seeing the everyday pitfalls, if you like, and in each other's spaces, it's kind of easier to fall in love because you've got the ideal version of them rather than the practical version of them. So just remember that if you are serious about online dating, I would always recommend trying to be with the person in person first before deciding long term that you're going to spend the rest of your life with them, because it's very different when you're seeing these sides of people than really actually living in the same space. I don't want to live with anyone. I don't want to live with someone again. I've had enough of that. I lived with someone in the past. It's not for me. It doesn't suit me. You know, I feel I can't be free and to be me. And, you know, I don't want all the rubbish, if you like, that comes with being a couple. But at the same time, there's also people that do like being couples, and particularly romantic asexuals do. So I'm very unusual in that respect. They like and need the closeness and the proximity to each other. So it's perfectly fine if you're like that. But if you are having an online long distance relationship, just be aware that if you meet them in person, spend a lot of time in the same space, they may or may not work out to be the same as what you felt with them through the messaging. So, you know, and people have met online. I actually know someone at college that wasn't asexual, but he met someone online and he went to another country and married them. You know, he was British, and as far as I know, I don't keep in touch with that person anymore. He was very happy. So, you know, you can have online relationships. I've seen asexuals in videos and documentaries where they found love online. And let's face it, the most place we're going to find other asexuals is online. So, of course, I'm open to online relationships too. I'm just saying, be very aware that when you meet them, it can be very different. Especially if they're emotionally seducing you. And you've got to be careful as well that on some asexual dating sites, there are still some sexual people lurking there, if you like. And, you know, if they form this strong emotional connection with you, it can make you feel like you might, you know, want to have sex to please them because you love them so much. So just bear in mind, love is a very drawing thing. You know, I experienced it many times, and it can make you do some crazy stuff you wouldn't even want to normally do. So yeah, I'm a little bit more sensible with my mind these days, but yeah, the romance does get away from me sometimes. So anyway, stay safe, stay happy, never give up hope. If you want to find the special ace, go out there and keep searching, keep being you, but don't accept second best. And keep loving all your friends. Yeah, it's great to have friends. Keep getting online friends, it's brilliant. And be happy being single. Even if you're not with anyone, just enjoy it. Just enjoy your freedom. Enjoy doing all the stuff for you. Love every single moment. There's a friend of mine, and he wrote like 101 things that's great to be single. And I'm going to be writing a book in the future about how to be happy being single. And I've got my online program coming up about being, you know, with one, the power of one. So that should be awesome. Anyway, until next time, embrace your quirky and each other's. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, please share it. Thank you for all your support so far. It's been absolutely incredible. Love you all. Take care. Bye.